Hello. Oh, I gotta unmute my mic here. Goodness. I still I'm having a bit of trouble getting this looking properly. There's the black borders on the top sometimes. I haven't decided which one I'm going with because the starting soon menu does show the black lines on the top and the bottom. I don't think it makes much of a difference. That could. No, that's. I mean, I could check the YouTube videos, see if they look any good with the border, because I thought I'd just pick one instead of just going back and forth. Um, that's just like the cropped out bits on the top and bottom. Let's see here. Does it really make much of a difference when you're watching it on YouTube? It does not look like it makes a difference. No, I might just leave it like this. If anyone has any kind of issues technically with any of this stuff or any pointers they could give me, feel free to. But yeah, I think that's what we'll go with. Alrighty. We're here, episode 35. Oh yeah, I'm using my sword to break these now, because it actually is quicker that way. Fun fact for beta players, or people who have, or I guess for people who haven't played beta, is that the sword, it does break crafting tables quicker, and I think other stuff, select stuff. Because one thing you'll realize in beta is that when you break things with super high tier stuff, it doesn't really, like stuff better than your fist, basically doesn't make much of a difference. So there's some fun facts for you. So yeah, today will be kind of a foray into the winter holidays, so this will be a longer episode. This might even be the longest, depending on how long I stream for. I'm pretty much good to go now. I've done all I wanted to do before this. I think I've gone for a shower, I've had a bite to eat. I've taken care of myself, so I should be alright for a nice few hour long, maybe more. Or not more than a few, but it'd be like a few hours. A bit more than average. Because I want to try, like I said, I want to try and make the winter holidays, because it's so much free time, so since I'm not doing anything, I thought I'd try and get some of this in. And I'll be having trouble balancing this and other things like Newcraft and my universe and like my solo stuff I've been doing in that game. But I'll see. I'll strike a balance at some point. I've been really into the universe sim lately. That's really been kind of what I've been getting into. If any watching don't know what that is, it's a god game kind of thing where you're watching over a species and you kind of influence them and stuff. It's kind of like that. A little bit like Spore at times. Not exactly like it, but there's kind of like evolution and all that kind of stuff plays a minor role. Like they kind of evolve through technology and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of a fun game for sure. I've been playing that a fair bit. I played it not when it first came out, but when I played it like a few years ago initially. But I've kind of come back, or it's a year or two ago, and I've kind of come back recently. I'm not sure exactly what brought me back, but I'm glad I am back because it's a gem for sure. Oh, yeah. So yeah, we're here in Journey to the Farlands for yet another episode. Anything of note that I should address? Let's see here. I guess last episode we surpassed 1.8 million. So that's pretty cool. And what else? Yesterday was also the 1 month anniversary, or not 1 month, 4 month anniversary. Oh goodness, 4 months. So that's a third of a year. I've been doing this journey. I would have expected to be a bit farther by now, but I also have slowed down quite a bit with my walking just because of school and other stuff I'm interested in. It's not because I'm less committed to this, it's just that I have more commitment to other things, and it kind of inhibits this. Because I do enjoy doing the journey. I'm kind of, like I said, doing this as a hobby sort of thing, kind of a for me thing. I think it's just kind of fun to have this as something on the channel. I've been tossing around ideas lately of other games to play because I've kind of curious as to how other games would perform on the channel, because I know it's mainly been Minecraft. Well, only been Minecraft. So I kind of got a little curiosity there. I mainly wanted to wait on doing like a lot of major games later. Oh, I might have to end that conversation short or just return to it because I think we got a spawner. Got ourselves a lovely little spawner here. Oh, it's deep. Here we are. Spawners are quite unpredictable, so I'm not gonna test it too much. Oh, we got a double chest. Some iron. I'll just store away some of this. Think we are in need of some health, so I'll take the bread. Anything else of note? No, not really. Don't need the gunpowder. Not making TNT. This is a weird spawner. Oh, hello, chaps. Don't mind if I do. I won't dig this whole thing out. But this is a spawner, so lovely find in the beginning of the stream. I don't even remember the last spawner I found. It's been a while. I probably walked by a bunch, I'm sure. I've said keen viewers will be able to spot spawners I didn't see or something. I wouldn't put that against myself. I'm sure I would. Sure, I would definitely do something like that. Okay. But yeah, our sword has purpose now. It will be our crafting table breaker. So yeah. Okay, that looks like it's about it. If there's a double chest in the spawner, it usually only is the one chest, of course. So there's like two chests chance of spawning, and then they're right next to each other. So yeah. All right. Take a screenshot. Get a nice, good look at this. Then we'll we'll head on out towards the corner of oblivion. That's what I'll call it now. I used to say corner of the world, but I think corner of oblivion's funner because I say walking to oblivion, or just walking to the corner of oblivion. That's also my streaming notification whenever I play Journey to the Farlands. And if it's like Newcraft or something else, then it'll just be more pertaining to that. But for this, it is it is quite funny, at least to me. I like a lot of the names in this, so they're all pretty. A lot of inside jokes, like between me and maybe the viewers, if anyone kind of catches on to my naming. But it's mainly just kind of a funny little thing for me to do is just name episodes. Kind of like to keep it quite entertaining. Oh yes. Do I want to? Maybe I should set a goal. Maybe I should set a goal for kind of the 2 weeks I have to walk to the far. No, I'm just kidding. 2 weeks that walk. No, that's too little time. But I should set like a block goal and try and reach it. Should I? Oh, let me see. Oh, I think my phone died. I'll have to check my iPad then. Oh yeah. I gotta check my calendar. I wanna see something. And if you you'll notice in the no commentary streams a lot of the time if I'm doing something else, if I get like Discord notifications or something, then I just keep one hand on the keyboard because I can do that, but it just means there's no mouse movement. So now you can see I'm fully attentioned to this. But I gotta check my iPad and see something. I wanted to get maybe a goal for how far we can get in this time. So I'll include yesterday as well, because yesterday was the start of the break technically. And I'm not really gonna like punish myself or anything if I don't get the goal, but it's kind of more of a fun thing to do. Maybe push me to do some more cool stuff. I don't know about 32,000 blocks a day, because that's hours and hours. Like when I was walking in a straight line, it seemed like it was about the same pace, but it seems like I don't know. I think it was actually quicker because I was able to walk like 30,000 blocks in a day easily. But that's also during summer, so I assume summer will be quite a time of triumph in Journey to the Farlands. I'll be able to get a lot of area covered. Maybe I'll use this as an opportunity to get. It's turning dark out. Maybe I can sneak in a bed here. I don't think mobs would spawn right here anyway. They usually spawn a little bit away from the player. Well, they're not usually, they do spawn away from the player. They spawn like, oh, here's a trivia question. How far do they spawn away from the player? Well, I don't know if I'm going to figure that out, but if anyone does know, you can let me know. But it must be like 20 to 30 blocks or something. I don't remember exactly. I heard it somewhere, but I gotta dig up here. But yeah. Anywho, let's do this odd position to bed. Might suffocate in the morning. Sometimes I do that. Oh, good spawn. I've suffocated before in locations like this, so that's good. Now I gotta try and get out of here. What is this bed location? Oh. We are in the mountains. And of course, the Outpost 1 thing, that's still, of course, gonna happen. That's a given. It'll happen when I run out of stuff, which doesn't seem to be anytime soon. So I don't know if I'd start looking forward to that right now. That seems like a little ways away still, so. The actual base stuff in Journey of the Farlands, I mean, it's not gonna be much of a base, honestly. Like, I'm going to be putting most of the effort into the actual Farland base, like the actual outpost at the Farlands. Because, of course, that's kind of the whole thing. Alrighty, let's see here. I could do like a really crazy goal, and I can also do like a goal that I could achieve. Like I get 2 tiers of goals. So, let's see here. Christmas goal. Well, it's not for Christmas, like by Christmas, but it's just the break, Christmas break. If you haven't guessed, I'm on like a 2-week break right now. So, in case some people watching are like, what is he talking about? Why is he like setting goals and stuff? That's why. 16th to the what is it to the 1st? That's like that spans quite a long time, doesn't it? 2 weeks and 2 days. So that's 16 days. And then we'll do I'll do the kind of more standard average one. This one we probably won't reach. I mean, I'll aim for it still, but I feel like if I'm balancing other stuff, it probably won't happen. 32,000 times 16. Okay. So my ambitious goal for the next 2 weeks is about 512,000 blocks. And that would push us way forward. Way forward. I don't know if that would get us a bit more on schedule. But that would definitely be a good help in the journey. And then I'll do kind of the more average to my goal, my kind of thing. Don't mind me, I'm just calculating stuff. Oh, let's see here. I gotta check. Actually, I could just look it up. Give me a minute here. I'm making a goal for the Christmas break. Days since October. Yeah, 5th. Okay, I'll do that calculation because that's. And then. Okay. Got all my math skills. So that's. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, you can divide that number by that 55 days. 55. Oh, that's. The average has definitely dropped. We'll do that number as well. This will be kind of like our bare minimum goal. I'll have like 3 tiers of goals. So like the lowest down, like the lowest tier will be the easiest. And then the highest tier will be the most difficult and most rewarding. Okay. Then I'll set a high goal. The high goal. So it's. Okay. Another 0. Okay. We have our goals. Sorry, I'm back. I was calculating things. So I got 3 different goals. I might even make that one higher. I'll just keep the top tier one. Fine. But I got 3 different goals. The one I probably will achieve is 200,000 blocks in these 2 weeks, which is pretty. That's like my average at this point. So if I have like some really sucky days over the holidays, I have some fairly decent ones, then 200,000 blocks, roughly. That's kind of based off of my progress since October 23rd, because I do keep track of my coordinates on the daily. So I can do math like this, kind of figure out that kind of stuff. That was a really low average. I've been traveling since October, so I do it since that time because that's when I switched direction. When I actually start walking diagonally again, because if I count the whole thing, that's counting all the inconsistencies and stuff. So this is like this is like a straight trip since October 23rd. Before then, it was like in a straight line, or kind of like there was a bunch of different changes. So I'm not gonna account for that. I'll just say 200,000 blocks is the first tier. The second tier is what I kind of think would be might be plausible, might be definitely more difficult. I'd have to do a lot of long streams. But walking 500,000 blocks in the 16 days, 500,000 blocks seems quite nice. And then I think the top tier will be like, it's just a guesstimation. I don't think I'll actually achieve this, but it's like 1 million blocks, usually like double that. So I have to walk like crazy, walk like mad to get that. So I'll aim for 500,000. I was gonna say like 300,000, but I think 500,000 is definitely a good goal to go for. That's if I walked 32,000 blocks a day. So I definitely have to make up a lot. Do a lot of long streams. So tonight it'll be a kind of foray into that. I'll kind of talk for a little while, see how far things get. If anyone chats at all or anything, then I'll kind of keep on chatting. But if I kind of want to drift off and watch my shows again and stuff and music and all that, so if I want to do that kind of stuff, then I'll probably tune things out a little bit. So I'll switch to no commentary a little bit. It won't be a no commentary episode technically because I'm talking for however long I'll talk for. So yes, that's kind of the plan. I'll do this on the daily as usual, unless I miss a day or take a day off or something, like Christmas or something. Who knows? Depends what I do. If I usually manage to fit it in even on like the worst of days. Like I fit in like half-hour streams. Like those days with half hours were just kind of the lows of the journey. And then the highs are like 60,000 blocks in a day, which I still could achieve. That could definitely push me more towards my goal if I walked that much in a day, but that would be a lot of walking. A lot of walking. I'm at least going to get through this save of the universe sim, and then I'll probably kind of cool things off there, and then Newcraft will take the forefront, and then during the Farlands, I'll probably do this length videos pretty often during the break, and then things will probably return more to normal in the new year. As I kind of prepare for going back to school and all that. And then there's the exam break, which I might utilize as well. If I have any free days there that I'm not studying, I may utilize that. But I'm mainly focused on the winter break here. And I'm sure summer might also be a good time, even if I do have a job again. I think I'll have plenty of time, even with the job. Like, I managed, like, in August, I did have a job through the whole time I did the beginning of Journey to the Farlands, and I walked like, let me see. Do I have to calculate again? Maybe I will. I guess it's just, so where's September here? So we walked about 380,000 blocks in August, which wasn't too bad. That's like an entire month, almost. Well, I guess that's like half a month. So, a bit less or half. So yeah, that was even walking a straight line, wow. Because I was like, oh my goodness, walking in a straight line is so much quicker. But it's not really all that much quicker. Most of the rates are pretty much the same. When I'm kind of bobbing and weaving like this, it kind of fiddles with it a little bit. Like I get some boosts, but I don't know. Pacing definitely. I definitely think about it because I've kind of said that I want to take my time with this, and I will take my time. I'll do it when I want to do it. Like I do want to walk a fair bit today, so that's why I'm doing this. There's not really any other reasons. I mean, like commitment and all that for sure, but not really too much else outside of that stuff. Yeah, pretty authentic. Anyway, hopefully that's pretty all right. Pretty all right. Oh. I don't know what day we're on anymore. I've completely like lost track at this point. Like, I could check the statistics menu since we last since it got reset. I don't remember, when did it get reset? Was it like a month or two? Oh, it might have been a month. 2.37 days. It's definitely been a few weeks, maybe more. I don't remember. It's been a while. if you'll go back to an earlier stream, you can see the original ones up to that point. So I guess if I stitch these together, so I've spent like 300 days since the reset of the statistics. And if anyone's like, why are they reset? That's like legitimacy and all that. All that's been tarnished. Well, I was fiddling around with mods and one of them happened to break and I didn't have much. The nearest backup I did was a while ago. So I'm not gonna fiddle with mods again. And if I do, I'm gonna make sure I have a backup. Be quite well sure. I'll probably do one after stream today because I haven't done one in a while. So I don't get any issues in this world. I think the only issues I could foresee happening would be like memory issues, but that would pretty much never happen because I have an entire hard, or I guess SSD now, dedicated to the Journey to the Farlands. I mean, some of the backups and some other stuff, but mainly that. It's called the Farland drive. It's got the Journey to the Farlands world on it, and all the backups and all that. Well, I delete them periodically because the world is quite big. If you've noticed at the beginning, it's like what 22 gigabytes, 23 gigabytes now. So it's quite large in size. It's probably going to go up to like upwards of 125, 150 gigabytes in size by the end. By the time I reach that 12.5 million mark, or 550,000, pretty much at that point will be a hop, skip, a little bit of a walk away from the Farlands themselves. 800 blocks is like tiny. I walk a multitude of that every day. And if I'm lucky, I walk a lot more. So we'll see. I will leave today's kind of how far we get today as a surprise. I'm going to just not look at the F3 menu today. You guys will be in the just as in the dark as I will be. I can kind of make my guesses based on when we started today, but it'll only go so far. I kind of know my rates, like how much I do in an hour. Kind of got a good estimate there. But yeah, if it takes like 40 days of walking to get there, I've already done a handful of those days. I think multi-MC has me down for 13 days. That's since I started using multi-MC. There's a lot of changes that happened. So if I did this again, I'd make sure things like that wouldn't change. But since I've been using multi-MC, which I started using a little bit into the journey. It was a little while in because I wanted to use mods and I wanted to fix the jitters, most importantly. Which, as you can see, no jitters, besides the odd bit of lag from my internet. But yeah, you don't get much jitteriness going on at all, and that's quite the record. So I guess I'll be the first person to have no jitters, unless other people have gone without the jitters. But I think this will make base building and kind of actually doing like a let's play out there. I mean, most of the let's play will actually be getting there, but I might, there'll be like a little bit of stuff when I get there. So yeah, that should make that whole thing easier. It's also easier on the eyes. I noticed it kind of, especially to new viewers. I'm sure it might be a bit of a turn off having the jitters all over the place. I'm not too sure. I'm sure it doesn't really matter in the terms of this series where viewership is not really, I don't know, guaranteed. Every episode is pretty much the copy paste of the previous one, or cut and paste of the previous one. I guess either or. So yeah, each episode's about the same in kind of concept, as opposed to my other series as I've done. So yeah. I mean, there still are people watching, even if it is for like a minute and then clicking off. It's still, like I hardly ever go a day without getting any viewership at all. So So yeah, there you go. I should have a drink. I also did some batch editing of episodes. I haven't done super heavy editing yet. I've mainly just edited out the starting soon parts, just to make it more kind of clean, smooth to watch over on the YouTubes for the people who aren't watching it live. If you're watching it live, the starting soon will just be kind of a given. But I'm trying to edit it out for YouTube, just to, at least, especially for people kind of clicking in for like a minute or like a few seconds, then they'll actually see something as opposed to starting soon. So that's my logic around that. That's kind of what I'm getting at with that. Trying to get the best chances at having people be interested, because I'm not quite banking on viewership or anything. Of course, I'm not getting monetized or anything for this, but I do, I kind of want to attract people to the series anyway. That's kind of part of the job here. Well, not the job, but part of what you do as a streamer. You kind of want to be interesting without, trying to be too that much different to yourself, I guess. I want to try and remain authentic, and that won't be too difficult because I'm not exactly the kind of person that shifts. I don't shift a lot. Like, emotions I do shift, but, so be it. So be it. Wait. Things are, yeah, getting interesting here. Look at Journey to the Farlands. He's still walking 4 months later. Who'd have thunk it? 4 months ago, I was walking to the Farlands. Oh my god. And you'll tend to notice that this is usually the last thing I do in my day. I'm not employed. I just do school mainly, but I usually this is like least on the priority list for stuff I do. It's usually my kind of transition to nighttime and kind of bedtime sort of thing. Unless I do like a streaming night on Newcraft with a bunch of friends. Or, yeah, that kind of thing. But, yeah, it's usually what you should expect. I don't really have upload times, or I don't have to schedule much of a stream during the pretty much every day. Most of the time, no commentary, because I can't keep rattling on for that much time on a day. Like, I'm not like Kurt. I don't do this once a week, or like I don't record this like a few times a week or anything. I record it every day. Like I walk every day, so I don't always have the energy to be talking all the time. So yeah, I might even just make a playlist of only the commentary episodes. I think that was one of my ideas. Like, if for people who just want to see the commentary only episodes and don't want to see the no commentary, then I'll just toss all the commentary, the episodes with me talking, even if it kind of is out of order. Well, not out of order, but like there's like stuff missing. But at least that way people can watch I don't know. That's an idea that may or may not happen. I've definitely talked about a lot of stuff that might happen, might not happen. Like my not pressing F3 anymore, that kind of passed. I'm not really too bothered by the fact that I press F3. If people really want me to be a bit more, if people think it'll be a bit more rewarding if I don't press it that often and I don't know where I am relative to the Farlands, then I might do that if people suggest it. But at least for now, I'll keep things quite simple. Keep things the way I've been doing them the whole 4 months and 1 day of my doing this journey. I mean, technically it started on the 14th, but I consider the 16th the actual day, because that's when August 16th was the day I departed from spawn. On the 14th I started the world, but on the 16th I departed spawn towards the Farlands. So that was kind of the pivotal moment where I wasn't just at spawn doing normal Minecraft things. That would have been good to stream, honestly. I even had episode titles names back then, even though I wasn't really planning on streaming it. I didn't really think of it back then. I kind of like, had the passing thought of being like the mushroom hunt as an episode because I was finding mushrooms one day in like one of the 2 days there. I wanted to get a bunch of mushrooms for my farm. And I was like, oh, this is a great episode title, the mushroom hunt, that kind of thing. But that just didn't happen. Of course, I'm can't really account for that anymore. Can't really get audio and video for things that were never filmed or streamed. So yeah, we'll just have to deal with that. And in the next journey towards whatever thing, I'll for sure be streaming it like from the start. So you can tag along from the beginning if you want. Because this, I guess in Journey to the Farlands, it kind of just starts at like starts a little bit further in the journey than 0-0, as it did with pretty much everyone else. I even had the idea to like re-stream the series, like just redo what I did, like the first 1 point. Like I guess until I started streaming full time, so it would have overlapped with episodes. But at least that way you would have had a more cohesive experience for viewing. But I was like, that sounds like way too much work to walk like a million blocks for, at least not for nothing, but like not like for the actual world. I mean, for that just to be kind of a build up for the people watching. Then I'd have to rename all the episodes after that. Walking to Oblivion wouldn't be episode 1 anymore. It'd be like episode 60 or something. It would push everything back, but I don't know. I'm not too perturbed by it anymore. I used to be when I kind of, especially kind of thinking about like, oh, it's people watching. It kind of just starts at this arbitrary distance. It's not like 0-0 as everyone else who has done the journey. Like it wasn't at that distance. But I'm kind of fine about it now. I can't really do anything about it anymore. So I choose to just stream it every time I walk now. So at least to get that cohesive viewing experience now rather than never. Better now than never, or better late than never, I guess is what they say. It was better I did it now. I guess not now, like a month ago. I think I've been doing this for this like new format of episodes for like a few weeks at least, maybe even a month, nearing a month now. Because I have done a few one-off episodes that weren't actually titled. Like I have like some reasons that episodes don't get numbered titles. Sometimes it's just more fitting to not have it like that. I even, like when I started to do this, I even tossed around the idea of having the no commentary episodes just have no numbered title. But I'll just have every episode be a numbered episode. Because, well, I guess other than the megasodes. The megasodes are the only real exception to that rule. And I guess anything else in the future that I decide to do. But the megasodes will kind of remain the one major caveat to that rule. This isn't going to be a part of a megasode, of course. Megasodes will be like, it won't be like the first one. The first one was like, I don't know. I felt like that was a bit of a stretch to call that a megasode. But my idea of a megasode would be like if I did a weekend where I did 12 hours of walking each day or something like that. That would be a megasode. Like if I bunched a bunch of those together, yeah, of course that's a megasode. But I don't know. I don't really plan on doing these all that often. Like I think the better thing to do is just have longer episodes be more of a standard, or at least just be, considered similar to regular episodes that are like just an hour or 2 hours long. So yeah, I've yet to figure out that, I guess, but for the most part, every day there'll be a new episode. And sometimes there'll be 2 episodes, technically. I mean, I guess I've had 2 episodes in one day before. I'll probably just, honestly, I think now what I'll do, if it's in the same day, I'll just split it into parts, because I can't quite, I don't know, I don't have an editing program Yeah, I don't use any editing program. I just use YouTube Studio, so I don't really know how to merge the the video files together and make like cohesive episodes. So I won't do that. I'll just do like parts, like part 1 out of 2, that kind of thing. I've done that in the past with like Newcraft and stuff, especially when my connection's disconnected. Like there's one Journey to the Farlands episode that was split into 2. That was episode 9, the Halloween special. So yeah, the Megasode is purposefully split. That's where I stream that over the course of multiple days, and then that will be a given that is split. But sometimes my internet really screws up, and the stream ends for a little bit, and then it comes back, and then it's like a new episode sort of thing. But I just consider it part B or whatever, part C, however many times it cancels, or how many times it does that. But I've gone hours of streaming without having to worry about that, so I don't know. I think it just happens sometimes if my internet's really cruddy. And even my filming of episode 11 of Journey to the Farlands was a bit troublesome because I did an original filming, I think the day before I recorded the actual episode. I did like a half hour of like, the episode. And then I think that was when I was sick. Yeah, I was still sick at that point. And I recorded that episode, and then it broke, and my internet broke, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just delete the stream. So that stream's been lost to time. It might actually still be on my Twitch. I might have just archived it or something. I don't know. I don't usually archive stuff on Twitch anymore. You'll notice. Like the viewer, you'll be able to see stuff from like a week ago, and that's about it. Because I decided that I'll just keep it all on YouTube. So if you want to see more, if there are people on Twitch, if anyone's actually tuned in, then the rest is over on YouTube. It's also just on my channel description anyway, like my Twitch channel description. So anyone going to look at my channel will see that, and hopefully just be led over there. I think most viewership actually comes from YouTube, because Twitch is only like while it's live, it usually doesn't happen afterwards, unless you're like super popular. Like you got a lot of reach as a creator. But I am not in that boat, so I'm just keeping it over to YouTube. I used to do like a playlist, or I guess collections as Twitch calls them. I used to do collections and highlight stuff, but I found it to be too tedious to do that once I started doing the YouTube, so yeah. I think the YouTube's more cohesive anyway. Lets me edit things easier. Well, I mean, not that Twitch is bad for that or anything, but I don't know. Something about some part of me prefers YouTube to Twitch for that kind of thing. Because Twitch is all about the live streaming. I guess for some people make videos on Twitch like YouTube, but it's not really meant to be like that. At least that's how I see it. I don't know if that's a wrong opinion, but that's kind of my view on things. That's my kind of position to take. I hope the mic's alright. I think the mic I use, the other mic, it cuts out. I don't remember. I think that, yeah, because I think the last episode I filmed where I talked, it was like all cutting out and stuff. So I was like, oh, that's too bad. Yeah, that's also why it's good to have an audience, is that they can tell you when something's wrong, because then I'm not just oblivious to it. And then there's actually some help there. I'm not exactly tired because it's like 10 o'clock where I am, so it's not too bad. But I'm definitely quite, what's the word? I guess I'm just content right now. No particular sway, right? My armor's toast. Like I have like no defense. Oh, is that not? Oh my goodness, that's a submerged spawner. Submersible spawner. It's quite the find here. I don't know how I'll be able to patch it up. It's like completely submerged. I don't know. This is an interesting find, to say the least. Might write that name down. I think it's a kind of a funny name, submersible spawner. Maybe that'll be the episode name. Let's see here. I wonder if it's only 1 block deep, because if it's only 1 block, then I could just fill at the top like this and we'll be fine. A little bit of a detour. I know I'm supposed to be walking, you know, my 500,000 blocks or whatever, but I can spare this time because spawners are kind of my special little treasure hunt that I do. Looks like that seemed to fix it, so we'll mine all this back. Seems like we solved our problem here. We can actually get down in here without drowning. Might be spending a little while here because I gotta dig it out still. But that's just part of the job of going to the Farlands, is that I like to check out these spawners. Might find golden apple. Might be the first time I find one on stream. Because the first one I found, this one, I found before, or I guess in between episodes is what it was. It wasn't before I started doing this, it was just while I was doing it, but I wasn't doing it all the time, that kind of thing. But yeah. Let's go down and check this out here. Let's see what this spawner has to offer. It may have our... Oh, it was only like the 1 block here. Okay, I thought maybe I might have had to do a bit more digging. But I think we're fine. We got some bread. I'll bring like a loaf of it with me. Some iron. A saddle. Quite nice. I actually just hold on to that saddle in case we find a pig. Then I could just ride a pig around for a minute. You can't actually control them yet. I don't exactly. You can't, because you can put a saddle on pigs, but yeah, I don't think you can control them. At least as far as I know. So that's that. Oh, let's see here. We're gonna be. Well, I guess we'll swim across this little expanse here. Make sure I'm aligned properly to the Farlands, the corner. Sun's setting on another day of Farlandsing here. It's kind of Devin's term for what I do. He says he's like, so you're Farlandsing. Yeah, that's his kind of term he's coined. I kind of find that funny. I just say journeying, or journeying to the Farlands, which is a bit longer, but more my definition. Pretty standard terrain nearby, actually. Pretty average. There's always some cool stuff going on. Oh, this isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. Ooh, getting some weird movements here. Yeah, let's give this pig a ride here. Alright, do I have to get the advancement? I have to make a sword out of wood. Alright, let's do that. I already did this, but it seems my multi-MC thing reset. What the heck is going on? Okay, can I, let me break my... Sir. Need to break my crafting table. So what else do we need to do? Harvest some leather. Well, piggy, I don't know if you dropped the saddle, but I might have to kill you unless there's a cow nearby. I might take a quick gander, see what we can find here. Oh, I think I saw one over there. Unless it was just the birch tree. Might have just been the birch. Looks like it was just the birch. I don't know if they dropped the saddle, so I might lose the saddle, unfortunately. I could go look for a cow, but I'm not gonna try and stay stationary. Yeah, they don't drop it. Alright. Well, I won't stay stationary for too long anyway. We don't really have any reason to stick around here. So let's continue. I wanted to try and do that achievement again. I should have taken a screenshot while I was on the pig. Anyway. I'll do it next time. My advancements got reset as well. That's what's kind of what was annoying. Because I got that, because I think in my episode I was showing the screenshots. I showed you guys the screenshot where I was riding the pig initially. Because I had the Steve skin back then, before I got the skin mod, which is why I'm able to have my cape. And my skin I use in Newcraft 1 Part 2. I guess Bedrock Minecraft, Bedrock and Java. So this is my skin now. I'll explain that. Maybe I'll explain the skin in a minute, but yeah. My advancements did get reset when I was doing some. I think it was when I checked for updates or something. I don't know. Something screwed up the advancements, like whatever stored that data that got lost. Along with, I think that was when my statistics got reset as well. Because it only happened like when I was doing that kind of stuff. I don't remember exactly what reset it, but it hasn't happened since. So it must have been something I was playing around with. So yeah, it would do like the press E to open inventory or whatever the button was. I think it was just press E to open inventory, and then the whole thing would be reset. It did that a few times, like in like a short burst, but it seems to have nothing seems to have come from it. There's not much else really going on. So I think that really closes that. I'll have to get all those achievements again, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure you guys aren't too peeved about me not having advancements that I had before, or achievements. But yeah, about the skin. This is I mean, I guess I can explain how I have a skin in beta 1.3 Minecraft, or beta 1.7.3 Minecraft. Is that I use a mod in multi-MC called Simple Skin Fix. I think that's what it's called. I think it's one of the ones that comes with this mod pack I'm using, which is just called 2 beta 2T, I think. So if you want to play similarly to me, then that is the mod pack I use. I have added a bunch more mods. I mean, they don't, like, of course you don't see, it doesn't visually change the game, or at least it doesn't change any of the function. Like, I'm not cheating by doing this, at least in my eyes. Maybe in your eyes I might be cheating, I don't know. But in my eyes, most of the changes are just quality of life, I guess. Quality of playing. Like, some of them fix bugs, and some of them kind of fix things. Like, there's like beta tweaks and stuff that makes the game a bit more playable. So yeah, simple skin fix is the mod I use though. If you're looking for the mod that adds skins, because they did get removed for a few versions, because I think there was some kind of exploit that had to do with player skins. I might be wrong about that, but it was something along those lines though. It was some kind of security issue that had to do with skins, and they had to disable skins for a few updates while they were fixing that issue, and then they got added back. The version after this, unless my skin was just incompatible. I think my other skin might be, so I think maybe it's just old skins are compatible, like old. But I mean, this skin, the skin I'm using, if I guess I could show you guys. I guess I can't really see, but you can see here my skin's kind of it's a robot. I mean, it's like what my skin was in Newcraft 4 and Newcraft 1 Part 2. It's kind of my standard skin now, of course. So that skin I got it off Planet Minecraft. I guess I could credit it in the description of this video. I might do that. So if anyone wants to see the skin, I guess I could just say it now. I guess I don't have to post it in the description, but it's this like kind of automaton or like steampunk robot thing. It's like an old 2011 skin I found, because of course I'd pick it from 2011 because that's the year of the Farlands. Well, not the year they got added, but the year they got removed. They got added, I think, in 2010. 2010 maybe. It was in dev that they got added because it was with the infinite development or whatever, or infinite world development. It was with that period that the Farlands started to become a thing. And there was quite a different family of Farlands, so I might even do a video on that. I've already seen videos like that, so maybe instead I'll just, if any of you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, just, I'm sure people who've found me through looking up Farlands on like YouTube, being like Farlands Minecraft or whatever, they'll probably find my channel or something. So yeah, if you keep looking under, like, if you like look up Farlands on YouTube, then you'll probably find some videos talking about it, about the different kinds. I've kind of talked about it a little bit, but I haven't gone too deep into it. I was thinking of doing it from time to time, like it's kind of ran through my head a few times, like gone through, I passed by, but I haven't really acted on it. So yeah, if you guys do want a video like that, then feel free to suggest. Feel free to suggest some kind of ideas like that. I'd be perfect. I think it'd be quite fun to do a series on it, or kind of go through versions and see the Farlands in each kind of major. I could do a video like that. I mean, I'd have to edit it, but it might be an editing challenge, and that could be kind of like a different format of video that I could dip my toes in, as kind of a different, something else I could try. Yeah, that's an idea for sure. Could definitely do. But if I'm gonna do anything, I'll probably just keep doing what I'm doing right now until I get people chatting, suggesting, that kind of thing, and then I might adjust from there. Like, with the little odd adjustments from here and there, trying to make the experience as good as it can be without having that kind of back and forth. Try and make it as good as can be with my skill set here. So yes, I'm sure one day I'll be walking like this and then boom, the Farlands. One day, many days from now, I'll just be walking, be chatting, being like, oh, we're gonna reach the Farlands, and then boom, and I'll be like, oh my goodness. That'll be my exact reaction. Oh my goodness. I might cry. Who knows? Maybe like at that point, I don't even know what my reaction would be. Ripping my hair out, or I don't know. Just being like, if any of you have seen that episode of SpongeBob with the caveman, like the caveman SpongeBob and Patrick, when they're like excited about fire, I think that was a scene in that episode. Or like even like when like you see like cavemen, like monkeys excited or whatever, they're kind of jumping around. That'd be me. I'll be kind of like grunting and stuff, being all excited, like humans discovering fire and all that. It'll be that kind of monumentous occasion sort of thing. It's quite nice though. Quite nice. Let's see what we got here. We got some cows. Well, there's some cows. And that's the achievement, cow tipper. I swear I've killed a cow before this. I have though. But I've even gotten the saddle up one, right? The pig one. What is it called? When pigs fly. Oh, fly a pig off a cliff. I don't know if I actually got that one then. Oh, off a cliff. I'd probably have to push like a pig into a. Is that another spawner? Oh my god, guys! So this is not scripted. No, I'm just kidding. That would imply that it was scripted. If you've ever heard people say this is not a scripted finding, it definitely is probably scripted, unless it's actually just irony playing a role. Oh, I might have to do a nice spawner bed. Lovely. My favorite place to sleep in is a spawner. We also did a nice bed in a different direction. I don't know. I do the bed in whatever direction that works. Whatever I do. What is this? Oh, is it spiders? So there's no spiders? Because if there were spiders, they'd already be infiltrating. Now, where is this chest at? Oh, it might be here. Yeah. There's my music disc. Another saddle. I'll take the saddle. I might try and do the achievement. Do a little bit of achievement hunting today. I might be able to actually do a bunch of the achievements. Maybe we could do that for fun. I don't think there's any more. I didn't see any other chests. Oh, that's the spawner. That's spawner numero 3, or 3 of the day. Oh, I guess you do see it. Well, we're at 1.8 million, 11,000. So we've walked about, wow, that's actually not too bad. Well, we're like an hour in. We've walked, let me try and do the math. 6,000 blocks. So that's like the average. Very nice. Well, I guess I don't get to see. I swear I took a screenshot, but I'm having like temporary amnesia here, so I gotta take another screenshot. I know you guys are like, what is he doing? What is this madman doing going back here to take another screenshot? But I don't want to miss it. There we go. I remember now. I swear I don't have memory problems. It's just my brain, me getting into a bit of a brain fog after immediately switching subjects. That's the third spawner of the episode. It's not. It's just an average length episode. I found 2 in an episode, I think twice. So this is the first time I found 3 in that episode. I don't think I found 3 prior to this. I mean, you can quote me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm quite sure that I haven't found 3 in such a dense. Although I don't remember. In the end of the journey, I'll keep track of all the spawners I've found. Or at least all the ones I've documented, because I've definitely skipped a few. I've forgotten to screenshot a few of them, of course, as with human error, that kind of stuff happens. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of room for that, but you'll get a bit of a find in a journey to the Farlands. I should brush my teeth. Maybe I'll do that after stream. Probably have something else to eat. I don't know. Yeah, we're an hour in. I don't really feel like not talking anymore. I'm still kind of talkative, so I'm not quite gonna go make it no commentary just yet. I've been having a good time. So what achievements can we get? Yeah, we've got in the inventory. We've got wood, pickaxe, hoe. Make a cake, make bread. We can make bread if we found another spawner. Monster hunter. Oh yeah, that's easy. Hot topic. Acquire hardware. We could do. Delicious fish. We technically could do. We could do a lot of stuff actually. We could just do some achievement hunting today. That was actually a pretty good series. I remember watching was Achievement Hunters with that kind of group where they were playing Minecraft back in 2012. That was a funny series to watch. I mean, not entirely, I guess, correct today. There's a lot of swearing going on and stuff. I guess it's not like exactly mature. It's quite mature, but I found it quite enjoyable because I mean, anyone playing old Minecraft with some sense of humor, like some kind of sense of comedic stuff, comedic mode, um, entertains me. So, like, I'm quite into that kind of stuff. So, yeah, no wonder. Quite limited as well. There's not really, I guess there's a fair bit of content from back then, but you know, you always wish there was more. I mean, I guess there still is some being made, like, you know, this, what I'm doing, which could very well have been done in 2011 and was done by like people like Kurt and TFC. Those were like the only two people who at least recorded it. I don't think any other people did it back then. Maybe some people might have done it in like their casual spare time, or like attempted it, like, and then just kind of stopped or forgotten about it. But I'll be I'm yet another person who's attempted this. Likely far from the last person to attempt a journey to the Farlands. I think there'll definitely be many more after me. I'm not really doing this as a means of competition anyway. I'm doing it as I have a personal goal. Something I now want to do. I don't think I've wanted to do it before. Like, I always have been kind of into adventure. Like, I did my 10,000 block diamond mine in Newcraft 1. Might even show that on stream at some point if I remember to. But I did that, and I've been kind of a keen explorer in Minecraft a lot. So it kind of made sense for me to do this. Especially after TFC's passing and me wanting to do kind of a tribute, kind of like an homage, kind of me wanting to carry on, kind of do a similar light of a journey kind of thing. I think that's definitely played a role in what I want to do here, which is just walk on camera for content. Walk for content. Wow. Who would have known? Who would have known? Yeah, 3 spawners, maybe even more. Who knows? At this point, it's pure luck. I mean, I know the ones I do find are kind of like in like gravel and sand deposits. Like, you wouldn't just find one like this. I have, but it's definitely been a lot less than the ones you just find with like the sand like that. Like most like the ones you've seen, like the 3 like that. You know, you see a lot of those, especially submerged ones. Especially like the submerged spawners. You see a lot of. Even in the first episode, I think the first spawner I did find was like in water. So there's definitely those. And I've even found them like at the surface level here, like in caves. So there's a lot of possibilities. It's just quite random. So I definitely passed by a lot of them because most of them are actually underground. So like if I've walked like 1.8 million blocks like I have, you'd wonder how many blocks below or how many of them below me I've gone by. The answer would be an unfathomable amount, or not unfathomable, but like not really known to me, unbeknownst to myself. So yeah, we'll tackle some achievements today. I think that could be kind of a fun little thing for us to do. Get some of those out of the way. Some of those lovely achievements. Like killing a monster shouldn't be too hard. Getting our hands on some string and some wheat shouldn't be too hard. Like, sure, you could farm the wheat by just growing seeds, but we don't have time for that. We're constantly walking. Don't have time to grow seeds. So we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Or at least the Farland way. which is just by finding them in the spawner. It's not necessarily old-fashioned, more as it's just a weird method that I've devised. I'm sure I'm not the first one, but just saying. If you need wheat, there's a lot of wheat in spawners. Well, not actually, there's not that much. Not a sustainable amount. I couldn't rely off the spawners alone for food. That's what I have the mushrooms for. Even though I hardly ever even use the mushrooms, I thought even they might have been a restricting factor for the outposts and stuff. Like I'd have to stop because I ran out of mushrooms. But as you can see, they're perfectly renewable. Oh, we got a snowball. Whoa. I didn't even know that had an old sound effect. Although I do have a mod that adds old sounds back, so that might have been one of them. I think I have thrown snowballs in the past and they didn't make sounds like that. So I assume that's probably that mod. Like place a door, I'll have the door placing or the old door sound effect and stuff. I don't know about damage, like taking damage. I think that was the same. I don't think that's changed. Like since then it has, yes, but I don't think before this. I don't think in this version the taking damage sound was different. I think it was just the ooh one. That ooh one, you know the one. I'm sure, maybe. If you're watching this and you've known Minecraft for a little while, I'm sure you've seen all the old health taking or damage taking effect. I don't think I've ever actually purposely taken damage in this. It's only been accidental. Funnily enough, sometimes it may seem purposeful, but most of the time it's just by accident. It's a bunch of accidents that build up to me having to remake my armor. So yeah, I was gonna do it purposefully back there, but I'm gonna save it for when I do it accidentally. So if you want to hear the damage sound effect, then you could even just look it up. I'm sure there's like an audio file or an audio video that it has it. Or even look back at my older episodes. I take a lot of damage, so it's not too hard to find. Oh, I am already feeling the toll of doing just sitting here streaming. Had a long day of playing the Universum and a bit of Newcraft. I've been working on the multiplex. For those of you who don't know what the multiplex is in Newcraft 1 Part 2. That's kind of what I'm working on. It's kind of this mega base I'm building. It's like a industrial futuristic tower thing. Yeah. So yeah, it's quite fun. I've been building a dirt frame. So I haven't streamed that yet, just because none of the times I've really been building have felt like opportune times to stream anyway. I might decide to stream in the future, or at least within the next day or two. I'll probably do some Newcraft stream, catch you guys up, show you what I'm up to. Not too much has happened since the last stream, but I'll probably like finish that house on stream or something, like finish that lovely little house there. I wonder if that's another spawner there, or if that's just a weird gap. It could either be one of two things, or it could be a cave as well. Looks like it's just a cave. I always like to make sure. Illegal water. There's some illegal water there for you. You see that a lot in beta Minecraft. I should know. I've seen it like a whole whack ton of times. I don't know if I've seen completely submerged spawners yet. They probably exist. But I don't know. Do I want to turn the music up a tad? Or just leave it at the traditional 15? Now we'll try to have a bit. Is that better? I don't know. I like to listen to the music in Minecraft. I think the soundtrack's quite charming. it would be good to know. Give that homage. But if it gets too loud, then I'll turn it back down. Oh, and one thing I do recommend, for any of you people watching, if you guys have never listened to the Minecraft soundtrack, at least volumes alpha and beta, like the stuff C418's made, like Orius is most prominent for. I know he's made music afterwards for Minecraft, but volumes alpha and beta are definitely some of his the main work he's done. But if you take a listen to it on YouTube, you'll notice there's a lot of songs that aren't used in game. So it's kind of cool to check out if you have any spare time and you're into Minecraft's music and you want a bit more. And definitely go check out those volumes of Minecraft soundtrack made by C14. Excellent. I might have to break that no F3 rule when I take screenshots of spawners because I like to get the coords of them for some reason, even though it really doesn't matter. But at least I can kind of have fun. I could make I could make a graph out of it based off the coords, you know. Like show where each spawner I found was and kind of make like a map kind of thing. It'd be kind of fun. But yes. Maybe we'll turn it back down because not sound. Keep sound up. Yes. All my settings seem to be alright. And then I have global mod settings, which I think that was for I think one of the mods I used had like a mod menu in it, but I got rid of it because it was changing too many things for my liking. I think I talked about that in an earlier episode. Where it was kind of made things a bit too different for my liking. Like it fixed a lot of things, which was fun, but it also might have taken away from some of the legitimacy of this. I like to try and keep this as faithful to the version of Minecraft as possible, with removing some of the things that might inhibit my enjoyment, like the jitters, which I did kind of enjoy passing the jitter points, but it also kind of got more tedious for me to look at. And I just thought it'd be nicer just to have it be buttery smooth like this. But contrary to popular belief, I am actually 1.8 million blocks away from spawn. Which I don't even know if that's popular belief that I'm not, but yes, I am. I am in fact 1.8 million blocks in each axis away, at least besides the y-axis, because that would be crazy. Imagine being at 1.8 million in the y-axis. Crazy. Not saying it's impossible. It's definitely possible. I think maybe. I don't know. But yes. Yeah, once things kind of cool down, maybe after Newcraft's gone, I might even do, if I have time, I might do a new series. Not to get you hyped up or anything, but I mean, maybe there might be something in the future. I mean, I'm sure there will be. I'm sure I'll be itching to stream a new series for you guys, which will probably be like another Minecraft series. At least I might do Subnautica. I've talked about that. I'll probably do that at some point. So that might even come before that. Might even do that soon. For all I know. I'll do that when I kind of get to that in my rotation of gaming. Because I kind of go through my games periodically. So when I go back to that, I'll stream it. But I might do another Minecraft series, which might be a bit more long term like this. Who knows? Kind of depends. Like if I were to do like a modded series, like either in modern Minecraft or like in beta. Like if I did like a mod pack in beta, I think that'd be kind of funny. Be kind of on brand, I guess, for what I do here, with just like the old Minecraft. Or I could do modern Minecraft, just kind of play around with stuff. Maybe do like a mod pack, like create or I don't know, something along those lines. Just something to play around with. I was even considering Origins at some point as like a solo heart series where every time I die, I switch like Afterlife or something. Just kind of tossing ideas around. I think what could be cool is me doing kind of a modern Java series where I'm just, because I don't really have a solo Java series going. Like I could just do like a stream only Java series where I just stream it, upload it, and you guys get to watch what goes on in that world. Do like a Game of 4 single player Java hardcore world or something. And do that as a series. Kind of make that a bit more long term. I mean, I guess Journey to the Farlands is also long term. But that way, you know, you have some modern stuff to consume that's not quite, you know, SMP. And it's kind of like Journey to the Farlands, except I'm not walking the whole time. And I'm actually doing stuff. And it doesn't have the chance of it getting cancelled, like, right away. Like, I'm sure if I was to commit to something like that, I would see it through. Like I am to Journey to the Farlands. Like, I understand when I do, like, one-off single-player worlds on Java, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be the longest world I've ever played, or whatever. This is gonna like top everything. Then I just don't do anything. That makes sense. Because you do get what you put into Minecraft worlds. You do get like kind of feelings you kind of put into it. Like if you just put in the thoughts of wanting longevity, then you will probably not get longevity unless you actually know what you're doing, and unless you actually have commitment. That's how I see things. I think the things that have succeeded the most are the most genuine. Like Newcraft is kind of teetering between things, because I do have great commitment to Newcraft, but it also is quite unpredictable because it relies off a player base, relies off my friends' availability to play, their kind of engagement. So that can kind of teeter and it can end like abruptly. So that way, if I do a single player series like 100 days or 100 days hardcore or whatever, you know, it kind of makes things a bit more interesting, and it doesn't give it like as it doesn't put it in such a position that it could end at any time. Like that way, I can see it through and be committed to it like I am Journey to the Farlands. Like not daily episodes, but I'm sure that would be like quite like Newcraft, where I stream it every once in a while, and I do like a stream only. And if I get super into it, then I can stream my grinding stuff, like grinding episodes, like gathering materials for stuff. And that way, you get to see a whole side of me like that. So, yeah, that's some interesting ideas I had relating to future series as I might do. The only reason I haven't done these sooner is just because it's been so dense lately with new series, like a bunch of new. I've started so many series lately that it's just kind of drowned out everything else. So yeah, hopefully, soon I can start a new series and you know continue the fellowship when that comes back and being just as excited as I am about Newcraft. That's kind of the ideal world, and I'm sure that's how things will go. That seems like a likely outcome, since the fellowship is a lot. It's also a lot different to Newcraft because we're like me, Devin, and Brody are definitely a lot more committed, and it's like it doesn't have the risk of being canceled either, like a huge risk of being canceled. Oh, I'm running out of room. Well, I don't want to get rid of the saddle. This is kind of where I have to kind of do a bit of a decision here. Make a bit of a decision. What's something I could live without? Why? Bed? Oh, God. I'm I'm a little bit of a square sometimes, I'll admit. That's not the proper use of the word, by the way. You'll find that I like to use words that don't necessarily correlate with what I'm actually trying to mean out of it. I just basically mean I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes. That was what I was intending. Square means something else, but not exactly the same thing. I would craft the usual amount, but I do have a saddle and some bread, so we'll limit the amount we craft for now. Well, after this day, I might take a bathroom break. I think I'll take a quick break. Got some cows to entertain the viewers. If my talking isn't entertaining enough. The cows mooing, I'm sure that's quite entertaining. Yes. Things are passing me by. Or I am passing things by. I want you to choose whatever. Oh, there's a lone tree that disappeared. Guess that's the highest render distance. Which is this. I'm sure there's mods to improve it, but it's pretty good. I don't really need a huge render. This is beta Minecraft after all. Even when I reach the Farlands, I won't really need to see like a huge chunk of them. I'll just view the corner and be like, whoa, maybe walk along the sides. I'll probably settle in a biome like this. I want to settle in like a forest. Hopefully, because I actually don't know what the world looks like at the Farlands. Of course, I'm leaving that as a surprise. I've seen the Farlands before, like I've teleported out to them in other worlds, but I don't know with this particular seed. So, for all I know, it could be a desert or a snow biome or something, or an ocean. So, I'll have to kind of figure out what I want to do for each kind of condition on what might happen. I might do it now. Alrighty. Let's see here. Where were we? I don't remember. Well, let's do our nice boat technique. Oh. And then swiftly get kicked out of the boat as it propels forward beyond my view here. Oh, yes. My nice, more transparent clouds than usual because I use a texture pack. Hence why I have the old cobblestone texture. That was changed. In this version, it's actually more reminiscent of the newer one. I guess it's the pre 1.14 texture of cobblestone. It's like that. I think it's been changed, slightly altered, but it's pretty much like that, where it's definitely a lot less. There's a lot less of a contrast, but I prefer the more contrasty cobblestone. I think I don't know when it comes to old versions anyway. If it was Java, I don't know. In Newcraft 4, I did have a texture pack that was like old Minecraft. And even in Newcraft 3, when we went to Betaville, I had a texture pack that looked a lot like beta/alpha. So you can tell I'm kind of a sucker for old textures. And then Newcraft 1 Part 2, I kind of off and on with using RTX and just the regular textures. I don't really have a standard for Bedrock right now. I just use the defaults and RTX. RTX is nice. I thought I'd take advantage of it since I have it with my new graphics card. Just thought I'd utilize that. Oh, look at this. Let's take a look around. The endless plains. Seemingly endless. Seemingly endless world, more like it. More like it. Oh, I should plug my phone in during the break so I could add to the progress app. The whatever the progress what am I forgetting? Progress bar. Progress bars and all that for Journey to the Farlands. Oh well. I'm not too bothered by it anyway. Yes. I might go to watching my show in a bit. I'll keep talking and come up with some more ideas. But I'm running out of stuff. So as I do, as I usually do. I'm doing pretty good though today. I've been talking for a solid about 2 hours now, so I'm not doing too bad. Not too shabby. I'll see how long I stream for today. Yeah, we could do it. I could do it for a while. Like a little while longer than the usual length. Or even some of the higher end length episodes. Who knows? Well, I didn't have the crafting table and I forgot about my plans to make a wooden pickaxe and a wooden hoe. My achievement hunting. Well, save it for when the sun sets, so I'm not burning too much time. Oh, get the yawn in here. I already am tired. Well, I woke up at a decent time today, so I should be alright. Oh, now I'm debating ending the stream like an hour earlier than I thought I wanted to stream. So I could play a little bit extra Universum. I've played so much of it today already though. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good idea. That'll still be, that's still like a 4-hour stream. If I do make it to 1 a.m., and then I could continue after that on Universum, which I won't stream. I was debating streaming that because I started a new save recently. Like yesterday I did one, and then today I did another one because I was testing another thing out today. I was debating like live streaming a series, but I was like, it has Twitch integration, and I kind of want to do that, but I want to wait until I have an audience of people who could help with that. I'm not saying hundreds, but I'm just saying like, you know, a handful of people to help make the experience a bit more entertaining. Like I could record a series. I mean, I might even do that, but I don't know. I also wasn't really wanting to be on a time constraint or constraint anyway. I don't really want to have to do it a few times a week or whatever. So I don't know. But I have been playing that 4 or 5 hour stream today. Probably 4 hour. Oh, I might stream more tomorrow. More than 4 hours. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Whoa, I like this. This is an excellent base location. Look at this. Oh, goodness. And some laggage. We're at, okay, I'll have to, I usually have to remember. You know, maybe I'm exiting that rule I made not too long ago. I'm just going to use F3. Oh, we weren't too far off. But I do have to make sure to restart my game at the 3-hour mark, roughly. Because that's when my memory starts to give out, and I have to restart the game. Because, or else I get the thing that happened in that other 3-hour stream I did where I didn't restart. And it just crashed. But I still managed to end pretty much where I was left off anyway. And whenever I do this, it saves it, so it does like save a lot. So that's nice. I don't know if that's actually in the default game, the saving like that. Unless that's just part of the mod pack or something. I don't know. I don't remember when I was playing this just in the launcher. Because when I first did the series, I just initially did it in the Minecraft launcher under like the beta version, like as many people probably would first think. But then later on, I was like fixing the jitters and stuff. So I was like, oh, I have to use multi-MC now to get the mod pack working. So yeah, I switched over. The world is unscathed. I still even have, I think I still even have the version of the world that was pre multi-MC. And that was like a few months ago, I think, like a month or two, probably like a while ago. Probably before I started streaming, or like around the time I was streaming. I don't remember what I was doing during episode 1. I don't know. I might look back on the old episodes to see what's going on back then. Kind of cool to see. It's like an out of body kind of thing where it's like, oh, I'm watching myself. It's quite different. I don't exactly remember what I said back then, so like I could go back and watch it and be like, I don't remember saying that. But definitely sounds like something I'd say. I did do that like around the time they came out, like episodes 1 through 4. I think I watched like a little while. Like I watched bits and pieces of them after. I haven't done that in a while. I might do it again. Depends. But I don't know. I am not sure. Yeah, I'll talk for about until about the 2-hour mark, and then I'll switch over to my Doctor Who and my YouTube and my music and all that jazz for the rest of the stream. And I'll just do my outro. Sounds like a plan. Also, I don't feel like talking for 5 hours straight anyway. I mean, I have done it. Like I've talked to Devin for this length of time, but it's definitely, oh, I think I see a spawner. Unless it's just a really odd shape. Might just be a really odd shape hole. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I've definitely talked to Devin for lengths like 5 hours or 4 hours, but I don't know. My throat's already starting to kill, my throat's already killing me, so. I'm not like sick or anything. I almost did feel sick before. Like before school ended, but I feel alright now. Probably just because I've been talking. I've been drinking a lot of water. My water, oh, there it is. Yeah. I'll switch over to the no commentary. Pretty much when I run out of stuff. When the tape kind of comes to an end, sort of thing. Funnily enough, I started this world on an island. It was actually a small little island. I think I showed it in my screenshot episode. God, what episode was that? Oh no, here comes another. Me frantically searching my iPad for the episode. I think it was. Let me check Journey to the Farlands. I don't remember. Was it all over the place? It might have been episode 10 that I did that all over the place. Maybe. I don't remember. Oh, I think I have to rearrange the episodes in the playlist. Well, I can do that from my iPad here, so I'm gonna quickly put episode 18, Tickled Pink, in its proper location. I don't know why it was. I don't know why it was there. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Where's episode 30? There's a potential megasode soon. Did I not upload? Or maybe I just didn't. Guys, this is the life of me. My troubles. What was episode 30? Now I'm curious. Hang on. Oh goodness. Here, this is what happens every time I'm like, oh, I should check this out, and then I go and have to do this and go through all the trouble of seeing what episode was what. Just want to see if I actually had episode 30 here. Yeah, that's just not in the playlist. Good to know. I didn't add that one to the playlist. I'll have to add it. Journey to the Farlands. That's the one. And I'll just look back at the playlist. Good thing I checked. Because I'm sure someone might have pointed that out in the future. Had I not noticed that sooner. So episode 30 actually goes all the way back here. After version long, which is the megasode I did, the first megasode. Kind of a trial run, which was like 2.5. That's like 2.5 hours. About 3 hours plus 2.5 hours. That's like just over 5 hours. And then the last episode's about an hour, so it's like 6 hours and 15 minutes, which it actually isn't all that long, is it? 6 hours in 3 episodes combined. You'd think if I was going to do a megasode, it would be much longer, but it was more of a trial run. I wanted to test the waters there. Walking to Oblivion, the many quirks of Beta, Begone, Jagged Jitter, The Grand Voyage, 2 months, Burning the Midnight Oil, End of the Line, Full Circle, Burn Baby Burn, all over the place, and marching on. Christmas, Testing the Waters, Tickled Pink, History of Newcraft, Pitfall Trap, Many a Pause, Quid Pro Quo, The Long and Short, Falling Cow Syndrome, Be Moving, The Petite Episode, version 10,772,550 blocks to go. Before the Storm, Pits of Despair, Winter Break Incoming, and today's episode I've yet to name. I was just going through the episodes, and I think I don't think I've done episode 3. I did Building Up the Town, so I've done 3 Newcraft 4 episodes, or 3 Newcraft 1 Part 2 episodes. I still get them mixed up. Anyway, yeah, that's interesting. Anywho, I'm gonna switch back here. Enough of the technical difficulties of my forgetting to add videos to the Journey to the Farlands YouTube playlist. Yeah, so I'll stream for I'll do like no commentary, and I'll probably stream until 12:30 a.m., maybe 1 a.m. at the latest, probably. So that's like about 4 hours in length, 3.5, 4 hours. That's pretty good. Might be pushing longest stream I've done, at least on Journey to the Farlands. 4 hours walking. But I'm sure if I were to do a bunch of walking tomorrow, it may as well, it may be, or it may very well get topped. It could very well get topped. I'm starting to fall apart vocally, so probably, yeah, well, we're reaching the 2-hour mark here soon anyway. The stream won't end or anything. I'll just mute my mic for the rest of the episode unless someone chats and I decide to take interest in having conversation, as I've done in previous no commentary episodes, which did become commentary. Do that. But yes, sounds like the plan. I also decided to do a commentary episode today just because I hadn't done one in a while, at least since the Megasode. It's only been no commentary, so I thought, no, might as well. I try to do them every once in a while. I used to do like 2 a week, but you know, I'm sure the winter holidays I'll do a bunch of no commentary. Like I'll do the outros. It'll be pretty standard. But I probably won't have too much else to talk about beyond, the usual stuff. So, yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. As I've said that before. That does sound like a plan. But 2 hours of me talking, that's a lot of time. I think anything beyond this, I'm sure after this point, if people manage to make it this far and they're like, oh, he's going to stop talking, and that'll be kind of the point people tune out. I don't remember if it... Like, canes. Actually, why am I leaving the bottom ones? I might try and make a cake. Oh, got a spawner. See, this is what I was talking about. Oh, got some angry spiders in here. Oh, there's that, and there's our string, so we can go fishing. See, they're just knocking them out one by one. Wheat as well. I'll have to take that. Oh, crap. I can get rid of the sticks. The 4th spawner of the day. This is like a spawner special. 7 sugarcane. We have our wheat already. I just need eggs and milk. I don't remember the cake recipe off the top of my head. I'd never make cake. Cake recipe. Crecipe. No, I'm not looking for a Pinterest recipe. Minecraft. Yes, that's the one. And we need 2 sugar, 1 egg, 3 buckets of milk. So that's doable. I like how I'm doing like a baking show now. The bake off with Beam of 4 here. Wait, how do we make... Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, that sounds good there. And we got that. I might do the fishing right now. Now that we got our stuff here. We're doing all sorts of stuff today. This is like an interesting episode for once. I can get rid of the string. Anything I can get rid of? Well, I'll get rid of the... I'll just get rid of that for now. So we'll go for a nice fishing break. Fishing stream. Not quite. But Him be excited by a little bit of fishing, I'm sure. This is the same sound effect as the snowballs. Oh, look at this peak moment, peak stream. Oh, ew. Let's see. Is it gonna go under the water? Oh, snag. What do we have to do? Oh, I need something else first, don't I? All right, we need our. Oh, we need. Oh, we have to smelt the fish. But we have our fish. Oh, where did I just come out of? Oh, right here. Okay, we're a little off course today, but you know, gotta have a fun stream. Okay, you get smelted. I'll make. Oh, I might block this off for a minute. Quick minute here. This is our little base here. Got a cooked fish. Can get rid of the bread now. Now. Oh yeah. Oh crap! I gotta go. Gotta do it again. Make this not because I don't want like I somehow accidentally wound up in here. Well, I didn't, but you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, I might suffocate, so I'm gonna get my pickaxe at the ready. I could have predicted that. We'll use our bread to our advantage here. Okay, well I'll make a hoe. Get that out of the way. Time to farm. Not quite. I'm not much of a farmer, you see. Time to mine. And then we'll do getting an upgrade. I think that's what it's called, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll hang on to that pickaxe. Oh. I need to mine more cobblestone anyway, so I'll use the stone pickaxe to help me. Alright, we got our wooden gear in here. Very, very trusty wooden gear. Ooh, whoa, whoa. I think one of them is actually crafting a furnace, isn't it? Yeah, we need another 8. Oh, we're making 2 furnaces. Furnace. Not gonna use both of them, but I guess it is daytime now. Guess I kind of wasted that night. Could have just spent the night in the spawner, but didn't want it to be considered an outpost, did I? No, that would be cheating. Oh, cheating. That would be cheating, wouldn't it? Let's let this go under again. We might. Hagstrom. I think that's what it's called. Something like that. Let's see here. Bird cherry? Hagstrom? Hogstrom. So it's like bird cherry river. Interesting. I was just looking up the meaning behind it. I always like to know. I always like to be informed. I mean, this is probably the closest you're going to get to an outpost, even though it isn't one. It isn't one. I'm not going to settle here. This isn't permanent residence. I just had some achievements I wanted to get, so. Right, I'll just have to get rid of something for now. Might lose the furnace, I mean the crafting table. I'm sure people are wondering why I do use 2 crafting tables. And it's for one very simple reason. It's so that when I break the crafting table, it's so that I basically just keep the slot in the inventory for the crafting table. That's basically all it is. It's that simple. Okay, we got our fish friend. Number 2. I probably will dispose of this one, unfortunately. Don't really have a reason to keep it around. Any other achievements we can get right now? We got that one. Smelt iron. Oh, we can't do that. I might hang on to one of these then. We just got a full inventory today. What can I get rid of for now? Ah, the diamonds are priceless. Shoot. Okay. I don't know. Trying to think, because my inventory is friggin' full. Well, maybe we don't have to do the furnace right now. I'll just leave one here. Nice little solemn reminder. Oh, I forgot about that. I might just dispose of the jukebox. So I can hold on to this. And the fishing rod. I guess we don't need the fishing rod anymore. So I guess we do have room. I might keep the jukebox though. Oh, my inventory is in need of a reshuffling. I'll do that at some point. Anyway, I burned enough time. I think we should get back on with the journey. For sure. Might even spend another night here, actually. I know I said I'd just head out here. But I do need coal. Okay. Where are we at for time? Oh, we're at halfway through the day, so I'm just gonna mine. So we have a saddle for the pig. We're getting some stuff for the. We just need an egg from a chicken now, so we can make the cake. And then we'll just make 3 buckets and get the milk from the cows. I'll just have to have an empty inventory for that. Gotta strategize here, folks. Gotta strategize. Best method. Okay, I'm gonna dispose of this pickaxe. I don't need this one. I'm going to. What should I hang on from here? Probably the furnace. No, I could craft another one. Fish. Fish. All right. Well, we probably won't be able to get much progress today, at least in this one particular day. We still have another 2 hours of streaming, funnily enough. And then I'll do some Universe Sim after that, and then I'll pick up tomorrow on Journey of the Farlands or Newcraft, whatever I do. So I gotta keep my eyes peeled for a chicken, it looks like. Pushing it to the limits by standing close to that creeper there. Due to the kind of achievement hunting nature of this, I might not go to no commentary just yet. I'm enjoying myself a bit too much to go to no commentary right now. So yeah, we're just looking for an egg. So if we find a chicken, I guess we just gotta chill around with the chicken. Befriend the chicken, and then steal its egg. And then go find a cow and milk it for, all of that lovely milk. So we can make a cake, and then enjoy some cake. Take some purposeful damage. Maybe accidental. Maybe I'll just hold on to the cake for whenever I feel like eating it. Whenever I'm like super low on health, I feel like that's a bit of a risk. A risk I'm willing to take to eat a whole cake, maybe, but. Now you got me thinking. Well, now I got myself thinking. Got a nice pond here. Pigu. we must go cliff diving with a pig. Make a cake. What else have we yet to do? Making bread. How much do we have? 4. We can't do that. We have to find another spawner. Oh goodness, I'm flashing between. The cake we can handle. This we can handle. This we can handle. A rail. This on a rail. We might not be able to do that today. Might have to save that for an outpost or the actual Farland outpost. Is the base. I guess that's more of a base than an outpost. That'll be the final base, the end game of Journey to the Farlands. I'm sure I could just walk off the world at 30 million, but I feel inclined to just live out the rest of my days in this world at the Farlands, just in view of them. I could even go on top of them and walk a little bit, but I'm not going to journey past my base. I don't want to leave that behind. The journey will only go so far. If you want to see someone who has fallen through the world and gone to that length, there's someone who has. It was gosh, maybe I won't say. I don't remember. Mystical midget. I'm thinking. Mystical midget went to the Farlands and then went to the top and walked to the edge of the world and fell through. The true oblivion, which was falling through the world and ending up back at spawn. Or I guess where he last had a bed. But it was probably spawn. I don't even know how you'd function. Was he just? I guess he was just walking. Yeah. I don't know what the cycle would be like then. Would it just be straight walking? I guess. We wouldn't walk along the corner Farlands if we did that. But I'm probably not going to do that. Unless it was like a spin-off. I feel like that would just be complete boringness. Not to downplay the action of going to the actual end. I think that would be quite exciting, but I don't know if it's very exciting for people watching, so. I think going to the Farlands is, enough of a task. That's more than enough of a task to accomplish. So keep your eyes peeled for another spawner that might have more wheat in it. Or wheat, as Stewie would say. We gotta keep our eyes out for a few things. I'm not gonna make the buckets right now. I'm just like, in previous episodes I was like, oh, we're gonna be super lenient with how much stuff resources we're spending, that kind of thing. That's kind of what I've been projecting this whole time. And also me being like, oh yeah, we're gonna be walking the whole time. There's not gonna be much stopping. Well, this episode breaks a few rules, doesn't it? We did stop for like a day and a half at a spawner. That was fun. Usually don't get to do that, so that was kind of a bit of a one-off. Not necessarily a complete base, but it was quite fun nonetheless. Oh, the deserts of deserts. God, I got so many candidates for name titles today. I just don't know what I'm gonna name it. I just do not know. Gosh, I'm just spoiling you viewers with like a 3 or 4 hour long stream today, and however long I decide to talk for. Imagine if I talk the whole time. I might. That would be quite fun. Oh, the Farlands. Here we are. We have arrived. We're at the 12,550,000 mark. Only 821 more blocks. Oh, I'm joking. If you want proof? Here you go. We're just over 10,000 blocks today. So we're still within average block walking range. So hopefully I'll be able to score ahead a few days. Oh, I don't touch the spiders during day because, fun fact, the spiders actually attack you when you nudge them in beta. They don't do that anymore, as far as I know. I think the spiders are pretty much neutral in modern Minecraft, unless they do that. I don't know, but that's my belief right now, anyway. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, I was super confused. I was looking back and I saw my bed. I was like, I thought the sun was setting. I was like, what? Oh, the sun was rising. And I was looking at my previous bed. Almost reminds me of the Full Circle episode where at the end I went back to my original, right back to my bed the day before because I had somehow done a loop. Maybe I'll rewatch that episode and actually figure out where the loop started. I might have turned myself around at some point. That would be funny. That would be funny to figure out exactly how that event, that series of events had unfolded. Oh, I hear a chicken. Come on, give me an egg. Give me an egg, chicken. I want egg. I guess I gotta wait for it to lay an egg, don't I? However long that may take, I am here because I need your egg for sustenance. When oh yes, to make a cake. I'm gonna chop some trees down. You lay an you lay an egg in the meantime. I'll try and be useful. Maybe we'll be resourceful. Maybe we'll plant some saplings. Have a bit of a renewable cycle going on here. Maybe we'll lose our axe because its durability is crap now. Where'd it go? Chicken. Maybe I'll keep the axe. Come on. Come on. Let me give you a name. Oh, this would be a good opportunity to ask the chat for names. Yes, but I will come up with a name for you, chicken. You look like a herald. But Harold, I need you to lay an egg for me. You see, I need this egg to make a cake. Yes, you're going to be helping make a cake, hopefully, if you lay this egg within a reasonable amount of time. If it's just like 10 minutes of me sitting here and you're not doing anything, I will leave. I will continue on with my journey towards the Farlands. You don't need to know what they are. I'm not going crazy. Oh, maybe slowly, a bit stir crazy from, not having any social interaction for the 4 months I've been doing this journey. No. Well, I mean, technically, talking about being before, me in this world, I haven't seen a soul since ever. So, there you go. Come on. I don't think pressuring Harold is doing anything. Harold. Maybe you know what? Let's make use of ourselves. Let's be useful. Wait, do we? Okay, you can get seeds this way. Right, that was added. Okay, come on, Harold. Right, you can't feed them seeds. Crap. Well, my plans are a bust, so I'll just have to follow you around, Harold, for another little bit. Well, yeah, Harold, I think I'll be on my way. I don't see you laying any eggs over there. You scoundrel. You pesky bird. You. Well, not really much of a bird. Just a thing that walks around and has feathers. Doesn't really fly, does it? I like this. I like that. That's nice. Harold was a bit of a bust. We'll have to find another Harold. Maybe maybe the cake might be a bit more prolonged than usual than I initially had thought. Yeah, because you can only get an egg from a chicken, of course, so we'll just have to have a chicken lay an egg. I think I've gotten eggs before. Might be easier said than done. Because we just have to wait around by a chicken. I don't really feel like doing that today. So we might just have to hold on to these cake materials for now. Just reorganizing my inventory so it kind of makes sense again. Actually, these sticks should go right here. And the jukebox can go there. Crafting table can go there. That's a bit weird looking with all the stuff. Well, if I can find a pig on top of a cliff, a very specific circumstance. If I left my crafting table behind. Oh well, we'll just make another one. Don't ask why I have 2 crafting tables. I actually don't know why. The whole keeping the spot in the inventory doesn't really hold up, does it? But whatever. I at one point accidentally crafted a second crafting table and I haven't looked back. I haven't changed my mind on the matter. I've been forever cursed by this knowledge of 2 crafting tables. Oh gosh. What am I doing? This is the existential crisis. What am I doing walking 12.5 million blocks to such an arbitrary goal? Well, it's something I want to do. Something I feel compelled to do. So it has to be off a cliff. Just thinking of methods of getting this pig off a cliff. I could use a water bucket. And then ride it while I'm using the water bucket. And then I immediately get rid of the water bucket once it gets stuck in the water. That sounds like quite the move. Because it won't just accidentally walk off a cliff. I mean, sometimes they do that. I've seen them do it before, but I feel like I don't want to chance that. I just want to have it happen quick. Yeah, there's some options. There are some options indeed. I'll need to come up with a good title for this episode. I thought maybe we were heading toward a recap. What's that up there? What's that? It's Harold. The interdimensional chicken. No, I'm not gonna lure it up. Oh, there's 3 of them. 3 times the chance of egg. 4 times the chance of egg. Okay, you better lay an egg. One of you. There's 4 of you now. There's 4 chickens, which means one of you must be bound to lay an egg. I kind of babysit these. You made a big mistake walking into the sun. So hilarious. Ha ha ha. Comedy award of the year. Where did the other 2 go? They're trying to escape, aren't they? Trying to escape my trap. Not much of a trap, is it? Just out in the open. There's one here. I'm watching over these chickens like a hawk. Trying to make sure one of them will lay an egg. Anyhow, this is a good point to build a bed tower here. Since it's getting dark out. Yes. Actually, I could have just waited through the night, honestly. Would have saved me time. Not really. I thought maybe 4 chickens would have a better chance of laying an egg. And maybe that is the case. But it seems as though these chickens are just as stubborn as Harold over there. Oh, that chicken's just phasing in and out of existence. Well, depending on how long, it's all dependent on how long I'm willing to wait for one of these 3 chickens. I don't know where the 4th one went. It walked away. It did not want to be participating in the egg experiment, clearly. Any eggs to be found? Well, I bid you chickens adieu. If none of you are gonna lay me an egg, then I shall be on my way. Farewell, chickens. That's a feather, by the way. None of them laid an egg. That was a zombie earlier. Gotcha. I knew you were gonna lay an egg right when I left. Still nothing. Alright. Well, fair enough. I will see you guys never. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go towards the Farlands. Enough of my dilly-dallying. Enough of my nonsense. It's time I gotta move on towards the Farlands. I'm trying to walk 500,000 blocks. I'm not gonna get there by watching Harold all day. Especially if I'm gonna walk to the Farlands, like, of all things. Harold. And all the chicken kind. Well, this might be a bit more of a long-term goal, apparently. This might not be a within this episode kind of goal. Getting chickens to lay eggs. And riding a pig off a cliff. Seems some things are difficult. Honestly, fish are a really good source of food. I said it. I think if you're gonna do anything though in beta, it'd probably be mushroom stew. That's just the creme de la creme of food in beta Minecraft. Gives you the most hearts healed. You thought I was gonna say hunger things, hey? Like kind of like the hunger slots. No, those don't exist. Look at the hot bar. See for yourself. That's quite the steep mountain there. Yes. I must swim across this little bay here. This ominous bay. What is that? Is that a floating tree? No, it's just a tree on top of a super tall cliff. I sense pig. That seems like a bit too high of a thing to jump off with a pig. I don't really know how pigs work with fall damage, so I don't. I might have to. I might have to do it with like a railway. Can you put? I don't even know if you can put a pig in a minecart or a boat or anything. Probably not. I don't think that functionality was added yet. So maybe I just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Just find one on top of a cliff and put a saddle and ride off of it with it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That seems like the only plausible way to get out of this conundrum. And if I do get some iron, that's not super high up, if I can manage to mine some iron, then I shall smelt it. Well, I mean, like one piece of iron. I'm not gonna sit here all day. Contrary to popular belief, or what may seem popular belief now, with me watching Harold all day. This is just an episode that's just we're just everywhere today. Let's just go to the Farlands today. Just stream the rest of the 40 days. Yep, this will be the longest stream. 40 days long. 40 days in length. We're gonna do the whole journey all in one. Then I won't have to do any other recording, you know. Episode 35, the final episode of Journey to the Farlands. Because we reached the Farlands. You know, it's journey within the Farlands or journey at the Farlands now. Oh, I'm in a very particular kind of mood today. I have a little bit of my gusto to expel. My gusto. We got a pumpkin. So yeah, we're gonna tackle bread. The lie. Acquire hardware. I think that's about it. I don't think we can. And then this one should also be interesting to try. I'm not sure how we would be able to do it. Yeah. I think in modern Minecraft it's just putting a pig, like a saddle on a pig. I think that's literally just the thing. But here it's like you have to ride it off of a cliff, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that sounds like a lot of work. I don't even know how big this cliff has to be. How does it know it's a cliff? Is it by fall damage? Well, we are at like the low durability on like all our armor. Oh, I don't even remember how many hearts cooked fish heal in this version. I like to try and be efficient with my food, but it seems like I never take damage. There's 4 chickens, all in close proximity. May lay egg. I don't care. Well, I do care, but I'm walking away. I'm walking towards them. I'm walking away. I'll give you 2 minutes. By 2 hours and 34 minutes, you better have an egg laid, one of you. If you don't, I will walk away. Wow, that is the biggest threat of all time. Now, in the century, biggest threat of the century. Yes. Oh, you got 34 seconds, so chop chop. Chop chop. Better get to laying that egg so I can be happy. The one reason I need an egg just to be happy. It would really. No, I cut the timer short. No. We found 4 spawners today. I think that's 4. Really 4? We found 4? That makes sense. I mean, it doesn't. That's just crazy. Crazy talk. Finding them at a crazy rate. Might as well be reaching the Farlands by now. With that luck. Although it's not really luck based, is it? I mean, the world gen is, which kind of dictates my traveling speed, but anyhow. Next time I break out the crafting table, I'll make a new axe. Make a brand new axe. An hour and a half, maybe. Depends how long maybe I'll just have this only be a me talking episode. So basically whenever I decide to stop talking is when I'll end stream. Maybe that's what we'll do. Instead of ending it at 1 o'clock. It might lead to 1 o'clock, who knows? My sanity may be as unhinged to reach that point. I might go put my phone on the charger just so I can get that back and get things going here. So Actually, I'll just wait till the sun sets. That's usually my moment to shine. That's usually when I do stuff is when nightfall hits. Yes. Lovely stuff. Lovely. I've witnessed mobs falling before off cliffs. I've seen a cow fall off a hill. That's why there's the episode "Falling Cow Syndrome" is because there was a cow that fell one time in that episode, and I named the whole episode about it. I was just so enthralled by such. I was jump scared by a cow in Minecraft. Could you believe? Well, actually, I don't know if I was actually jump scared, but it was practically that. If I give you guys like a multi-hour stream of me, talking, then I'm sure if I do a bunch of super long, no commentary streams, I'm sure you guys wouldn't hate me. Maybe. No, depends. Depends who I ask, I guess. I gotta be very selective with the pig I choose. Put the saddle on. Because I only have a limited supply of saddles. Even more limited than my brain cell count. Oh, no, not wrong, am I? Oh, is it time for another crafting table? It looks like that is the case. I don't really know what we have room for today, so I'm just gonna make 3 beds. That's like beginning of Journey to the Farlands. We got so much stuff that I just don't have room. Imagine running out of room in your inventory. Be me. Well, apparently it is now. Got like 2 cooked fish. Oh yeah, I gotta use my sword to break it. Is it actually quicker? I don't know. I think it is. That's my logic behind it, is that it's like slightly quicker. Because if I used my diamond axe like I did in the beginning, it literally was the same as punching it with my fist. Literally the same. I kid you not. I kid you not. Oh, look at all these big trees. One thing I haven't seen again is I saw a hill that was so high it went up to world height, which is 128. So it's not actually that crazy because world height is 128 back in this version. It was before it got changed to 256, and then many moons later got turned to 320. Oh, there's a creeper. Hello, creeper. Oh, yes. Yes, can you not infiltrate my stream and try and kill me? That would be very lovely. Very lovely indeed. Then I can edit the previous episode and then upload this one straight to YouTube, so I don't have to do the brackets in the comments. And that's if anyone's watching episodes of Journey of the Farlands, like past episodes, and they see like the brackets in the comments, they're like, what are those? And though that's just it shows when it was originally streamed. If I uploaded it a different day, which most cases is the day after, because most of the time it's like super late I'm streaming too, and then I'm just like too tired to do anything else. Usually I can muster up the energy to, hit the export button over to YouTube. But sometimes I have to switch over sometimes. Let's see here. Oh, got my sensitivity all cranked up here. Oh, what's funny, guys? What's so funny is I have my gaming chair I use, or I guess it's not much of a gaming chair. It's just a chair for the desk here, like this office desk, office chair, and all that. It's an old chair. It's from like my original PC back in 2013, and you'd probably be like, "Why haven't you changed it out with a nicer quality chair?" And the answer to that is I have. I've gotten 2 chairs, and both of them failed. Both of them failed me. One of them is still in the basement here. One of them I have at my Lego table. I have a table with a bunch of Lego on it that I periodically, once every couple years, go to and build Lego. When I was a kid, I used to be there all the time, but now I just have a chair there. I bring out whenever I have friends over sometimes if I'm playing games on the computer and I want them to watch. But yeah, that chair kind of became toast because all the pleather, or like all the material, I guess, the synthetic material, it all kind of came off. Like, or not came off, but it kind of deteriorated. So it happened to two of my chairs. One of them, it was really bad and I had to get rid of. And one of them, it was good enough that I could keep it, but it was also not the most comfortable chair in the world because some of the modern chairs aren't the most comfortable. But this chair I have had since like pre-2013. I don't even know when we got it. My mom or my parents got it, probably with the desk or something, or like not too long after that. So it was a long time ago, and it served me well, much like my 2012 monitor that I use. And my 2007 monitor that I use as like the auxiliary monitor that I can review the stream on and look at the Twitch chat whenever people talk. Yeah, that's kind of my setup. And I use a Logitech headset that I got for my birthday. Just a few weeks ago, I got the Logitech G, or the gamer headset or whatever. It's a wireless one. I just have like a USB. So if my mic does change throughout episodes, that's why. Because this headset dies mid-episode. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta switch. or vice versa. Or if the other one, no, I guess not the other one dying, but if I have to kind of replace, I switch headset. If the other one's charged, I'm like, oh, I should use that one. Then I'd do that. Yeah, I think there might be a bit of an audio difference. I don't know. There's a few minor differences. It's not too big of a difference, but I'm sure someone with a keen sense of hearing will be like, oh, his mic changes throughout the episodes. And yes, it does. And the audio does change as well. I haven't gotten the audio quite figured out yet. I mean, after doing this for like about a month now, I still haven't gotten the audio quite 100% yet. I'm saving that for when I have people in the chat who can confirm for me. I don't really know, because when I originally started off, I just based it off how I felt it was in the original episodes. But then, for the most part, in the old episodes, the audio is actually quiet. Audio is actually too quiet because my audio mixing wasn't quite. I've improved, but I think it could definitely be better. There could be a bit better audio going on. I've kind of turned it up as opposed to like 10 episodes ago. I think when my game was about on par with my audio, like my voice. But I turned my voice up so you can actually hear my voice better than the actual game. I think that makes more sense. That definitely makes a bit more sense. Hmm. Yeah. I think I might go to no commentary for the rest of the episode just because I'm kind of getting a bit tired. I'm starting to slow down on what I'm talking about. I was going to do the whole achievement hunting thing, but I think that might have to wait for another episode. It's kind of circumstantial now. I might even I'll keep the stuff for now. Just so I have it in case I get like the egg like randomly in an episode, then I can be like, oh, we got the egg, so we can do the cake thing. Or like, oh, I found the pig, I can use the saddle, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go to no commentary and I'll be back in the outro just to kind of say the closing remarks or whatever on the episode. But yeah. I'm just gonna do a quick restart of my game here, and then I'll go back with no commentary. I'm just gonna do it so my audio's changed to the speakers so I can just listen to music without it interfering with the live stream. I'll just switch over here and I'll just edit this out for the actual video, I'm sure. Alrighty, this is gonna conclude this episode. I was gonna go until go another half hour or so, but I'm getting pretty tired. And I want to do some other stuff anyway, like a thing or two else. So thank you guys so much, so much for watching this episode. It was kind of all over the place. I won't call this episode all over the place because I already have that. I've used that name. I'll come up with something funny. But yeah, thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next stream. Probably next year, the Farlands stream. It'll probably be the next one, if not Newcraft. Yeah, anyways.